Welcome back to The Vocalist. Today we are listening to Roy Orbison. This is not a first time reaction. I have been a long time fan and we're going to talk about that today. So this is his performance of Only the Lonely from Black and White Night. Here we go.
Dum, 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 dum. Only the lonely know the way I feel tonight. Only the lonely know this feeling ain't right. There goes my baby, there goes my heart. They're gone forever, so far apart. But only the lonely know why I cry. Only the lonely.
Okay. Oh, it's a short one, so we're gonna do lots of rewinding. I know it's a sad song, but I can't help but smile. What a voice. Where do I even begin? Watching him sing, never an ounce of strain or tension on his face. So already you just feel so comfortable. His look has always it's just been cool. You know, it's just such a unique look. And I think for me, what drew me to him initially is he was, in my mind, sort of the perfect combination between like early rock and roll, doo-wop, and country. Like the sounds he made were they were so unique and yet approachable. And we get a little bit of everything. We get twang, we get incredible mix, we get the beautiful falsetto and head voice, the range of this man. I mean, so many things. So let's see what happens. We're gonna try and break it down. Here we go.
Only the lonely.
Look at that. He's barely opening his mouth. And so many times, I feel like a broken record. It's however wide you want to open your mouth, that is your prerogative when you're singing. But a lot happens in the oral cavity space without needing to over or hyperextend your jaw. So you can create so much space by lifting the soft palate and, really taking advantage of behind, your oral cavity space. We have that open pharyngeal space. There's so many ways of creating space without, feeling like you have to drop your jaw really wide. And this particular piece right now in his range just sits so comfortably. So he's not reaching for anything. It's just, such a great sound. And he's taking advantage of a little bit of nasal resonance. So we get that ping and that brightness. So good.
Only the lonely know the way I feel tonight. Only the lonely know this feeling ain't right.
So when he said feeling, he was already in more of a mix. And so you can hear how he sort of transitioned into a more head dominant sound, so it sounded a little lighter. It didn't have quite as much of that thickness in the chords.
Only There goes my heart. They're gone forever, so far apart, but only the lonely.
The song itself, I love those moments where the tonality changes a little bit or you get a different note than you were anticipating, and that was one of those places where it just, so many things. It just creates such a beautiful arc in the story itself.
Ever so far apart, but only the lonely know why I cry. Only the lonely.
Stage presence. I just have to take a moment. Again, they're just some performers, for me, they just what's the word I'm thinking of? They just drip coolness. I don't know how else to describe it. His presence, his stature, it's so calming and so chill, and he has that occasional little grin on his face while he's singing because, again, he has no need to engage his facial muscles to help achieve certain sounds, so he can just be there, cool as a cucumber, singing his song, and really the way we get a little bit of twang, but also moments that almost feel like on the cusp of like a yodel whenever he's got a couple turns in there. It's just the nuances in his delivery. I think the complete package. Everything is just so cool, and yeah, here we go.
Only the lonely know the heartache I've been through. Only the lonely know I cry and cry for you. Maybe tomorrow a new romance. No more sorrow, but that's the chance you gotta take.
Okay, I want to play that again. Again, very minimal movement in the mouth and the jaw position. You can hear that sort of transition through his registers. I think what made there's just no continuity with my thoughts right now because I'm hearing, I'm trying to pick out what it is about his tone that I just love so much. And I think it's the fact that he embraced, the depth and the richness in just his natural voice, but he wasn't afraid to use that nasal resonance, to use forward placement. And so it just feels so balanced because we get the depth, we get the richness and the presence and all that good, like, fullness in his sound, but it carries. It's got that little shimmer on top with all of the ping and the brightness that just everything together just so good. We're gonna watch that line again.
Tomorrow, a new romance.
So there on Man's, it's got a lot more head resonance there.
Maybe tomorrow a new romance. No more sorrow, but
real quick on Sorrow, you can hear how he's still engaging that TA muscle. We're still getting a little bit of thickness in the chords, so it feels like a little bit, we get that power as he's ascending. But then on this last line, that's when he flips it over entirely.
A new romance, no more sorrow, but but that's the chance you gotta take with your lonely heartbreak. Only the lonely.
Let's listen to that last part one more time.
With your lonely heartbreak, only the lonely.
I know I was drooling over his voice the whole time, but let's also not forget what an incredible songwriter he was. I mean, just such a talented individual with such a natural approach, not only to singing but songwriting. I really believe, like, I think his songs were just so good because they were just so straightforward, and whether it was an incredible melody or an incredible lyric, it's just, I don't know, there were no games. It was like you get what you see, and it was awesome. So that's all I'm gonna say. Thank you guys so much for watching with me, and hopefully I will see you next time.